Hey, Meet Cute listeners, we are Likewise, a recommendation app for TV shows, movies, books, and podcasts, used by millions of romance fans just like you. Everyone has a romance trope they can't get enough of. Whether you're into dark romantic fantasies, enemies to lovers, or slow burns, you can discover more of it on Likewise. You can search for specific genres, tropes, or themes, and instantly get recommendations picked specifically for you. Download the Likewise app today.
This is Claire M., sitting in row 24, seat C on flight 1707 Chicago to LaGuardia. Claire has recently started listening to music that she thinks will make her look cooler in the database. All these alt musicians, she hopes, will add an element of nonchalance and effortless indifference to her file, which she checks at least twice per hour when she has access to Wi-Fi. We do immediately update citizens' files with new information as soon as it's available. Any additional education, changes in family dynamics, work history, dating experience, hobbies, even music taste. Each of these elements help us paint a fuller picture of the individuals each file represents, ultimately to the benefit of said individuals and the United States at large. After all, the more data we can access, the better the algorithm will do at matching files to produce soulmates. On this flight, Claire will be without Wi-Fi for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And for someone like Claire, who keeps a hawk eye over her files every update, this is almost untenable.
And what can I get you today?
Now this is what I've been waiting for. You still take these drink tickets, right?
I'm sorry, ma'am. These are expired.
Really? But I found them in my desk drawer and was like, I can't let these go to waste. That would be a crime, you know?
This is, from what we can tell so far, the impetus for Claire's trip. She showed no indication of visiting New York City prior to finding some expired free drink tickets for a budget airline, but after discovering them, had booked her flight within 4 hours.
I'm sorry, it's against company policy. I'd be happy to put in a drink order for you, but you will have to pay for it yourself.
Ugh, but I've been saving these, and it's really not a great time for me to be spending extra money.
They only expired a few weeks ago. I'm sure nobody will notice.
You are the absolute best. Thank you. Can you do a Jack and Coke?
Sure thing. I'll just snag that ticket from you. Thank you. And you, sir, what can I get you?
I'll just do a water, thanks.
My trolley is out of Jack. I will be right back.
So we did it. We snagged the middle seat.
Sorry?
We managed to snag the middle seat. I have a strategy. I always keep my bag on the middle seat so it looks like I'm holding it for someone, and when people give me a look, I'll just shake my head like, my boyfriend's just in the bathroom, you know, and then they walk on by. I'm Claire, by the way.
Bennett.
Work or play?
Huh?
Are you traveling for work or play?
Oh, I was just in Chicago for the week. I'm headed home now.
Nice. I'm going to New York for fun. I randomly decided to spend some time with my cousin. I haven't seen her in forever, and I just thought, you know, why not?
News to me. Cousin is Sasha, 33, 4 years married, and 1 child, and expressed interest in a second. A very successful case.
Here you are, hun. Your Jack and Coke and a water for the gentleman.
Thank you. Cheers.
To what?
To a fun weekend in New York? To a safe flight? To an empty middle seat? Well, cheers to myself then.
I'm sorry. Would you mind stopping the chewing? It's really irritating.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Choose Ice has been on Claire's file under Habits almost since it was created. She picked it up as a child. As we all know, many of one's most important traits are developed during this stage. We find the childhood and adolescent sections of our files are often most informative. Still, people can change.
So, what's so exciting on that iPad?
Sorry, are you speaking to me?
I don't see anyone else in your seat.
I'm just reviewing some notes from work.
All business. What do?
I'm a psychologist.
Oh. Are you analyzing me, like, right now?
Not unless I can bill you for the hour.
The Surgeon General declared a loneliness epidemic in May 2023. The COVID-19 pandemic influenced this, of course, but our United States of America had been careening towards such an epidemic for some time. Too few Americans were engaging in the art of small talk, the small but vital interactions that build up the fabric of our communities and give way to deeper connection with time. It had become far too easy to retreat into the simultaneous hyperconnection and hyper-isolation of our phones, burrowing into endless information in the face of awkwardness or discomfort. Couple this with ongoing research into the health risks of loneliness and the myriad benefits of lifelong partnership, and the nation's leaders recognized that this crisis could no longer go unaddressed. This led the way to Soulmate Database, championed by a team of MacArthur-winning sociologists who designed an algorithm to help Americans find their ideal partner. Now, a mandatory program, all Americans are presented with the opportunity to meet their perfect match. No research or thought involved. Every American can live with the comfort that their perfect match is out there, waiting to be found. And not even by them, but by us.
Hey, are you getting Wi-Fi on this plane?
No, sorry.
I thought this airline was supposed to have free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, guess it's not working.
Soulmate Database has not been without its backlash, especially by romantics and skeptics, both of whom believe in the power of coincidence over the power of knowledge. Therefore, 2 individual case files are only put through the algorithm to determine soulmate status if the subjects in question have crossed paths organically, so that life may remain as uninterrupted and natural feeling as possible. However, as the database's success has become more and more ubiquitous, there are those who wish we would simply contact them with their soulmate directly and immediately, regardless of circumstance.
Come on, Internet, work with me. I can't see if they've updated my file yet.
Prior to the Soulmate Database, privately owned algorithms, which is to say dating apps, were successful for some, but their decision to retain the element of choice led to constant swiping. We identified that users of these systems fell prey to the paradox of choice and the Pareto principle, and ultimately to the cycle of continued loneliness.
Oh, this is so annoying. My file is totally frozen.
The paradox of choice is simple. Imagine, for example, the grocery store. You know you need to pick up eggs, but suddenly you're confronted with dozens of options. Organic, free-range, cage-free, pasture-raised, vegetarian-fed, and the list goes on. You freeze, unsure of which of these many options is the right option. Traditional dating, even with the aid of apps, was much the same. With so many choices, how could one know if the person in front of them was right?
Come on, you stupid thing. Show me what my file says. Oh, shit. Sorry.
The Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, illustrates that roughly 80% of outcomes result from approximately 20% of causes. This ratio recurs across disciplines. The wealthiest 20% of the population accounts for 80% of the income. 80% of injuries result from approximately 20% of likely hazards, and so on. In other words, it takes 4 times more effort for an individual to find a match with more than an 80% likelihood of lifelong partnership.
It's all right. I did think this flight wasn't sticky enough.
I said I was sorry.
Many are familiar with the old adage, perfect is the enemy of good. Well, with our algorithm, perfect is delivered to every user right into their inbox.
Is everything all right?
I'm having trouble connecting to the Wi-Fi.
In the napkins, thank you.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, the Wi-Fi hasn't been working for a lot of people during the flight.
Do you get cell service up here? I mean, we are closer to the satellites, right? It should be like 6G at this distance.
We cannot allow you to take your mobile device off airplane mode. It's an FAA violation. The cell signal could interrupt crucial radio signals for the pilot.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, apologies again for the inconvenience.
Hey, since the Wi-Fi is broken, do you think I could get another drink ticket to make up for it? Ma'am?
That's not correct, actually.
Huh?
Her statement about cell signals, it's not an FAA violation. They actually don't have any explicit rules about cell phone usage at altitude.
So you're saying I can turn on my cell phone and get service?
Well, no. When you use a cell phone, it establishes a unique connection to the nearest cell tower. An airplane moves too quickly, so by the time the connection is established between your phone and a specific tower, you'll actually be closer to the next tower by the time the signal bounces back. And that next tower might be using the same label for a different connection, leading to your phone's attempt to use that label to disrupt someone else's connection. So, really, it's a much bigger problem for the FCC than the FAA.
Okay. Dork.
You know, maybe a couple of hours without your phone would make a nice opportunity to reset.
I thought you weren't going to analyze me.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take a degree to notice that you're obsessed with your phone.
I am not obsessed with my phone.
That's not what it looks like.
It's just that I've been listening to some cool new artists. I wanted to see if my Soulmate Database file had updated my tastes in case it yielded a soulmate. What?
Nothing. I make it a principle not to ever check the Soulmate Database, or my file, or those emails they send.
Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Sorry, are you hot?
Not particularly.
Do you mind if I just, put on this little fan thing?
I'd rather you didn't.
Wait, what's this button for? Wait, hold on 1 second. Excuse me, would it be possible to get another drink? I've got just a few more tickets to get through before we land.
Ma'am, I already pushed it with that first drink. I'm not sure I'll be able to get away with another for you.
I am so sorry. It's not like I'm trying to get you in trouble or anything. I just want to take the edge off a little bit. You know, it's been a really stressful time. And I was really looking forward to getting a few drinks to unwind.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's also my birthday at midnight.
It is not Claire's birthday at midnight.
And I was really hoping to start this year off better than last year.
Oh, okay, all right. We'll just keep this between us, okay?
You are a star. I cannot thank you enough. Do you have a Chardonnay? Maybe something kind of oaky?
Coming right up.
Okay, can I help you?
No. Wouldn't want to get in the way of your third drink in 45 minutes.
Did you have a bad trip or something?
What?
Clearly something's pissed you off unless you're always this grumpy.
I'm not much for small talk.
Well, that much is clear. So sorry. Can I get one last gin and tonic?
Ma'am, we have a 3-drink maximum.
Oh, come on. It's a Friday night. 3 drinks is barely enough to maintain a buzz.
Sorry. Hope you have a safe rest of your flight.
Right. Well, thanks anyways. A peace offering, Bennett? I grabbed these at duty free. One last chance for a toast before we land.
No thanks.
Okay, more from me then. Cheers, me. Here's to a fun trip. Bennett, Benny boy, what's your first stop after this?
Home.
Aw, no fun Friday night plans? No dive bar with your pals to welcome you back?
Well, it already smells like a dive bar, so I don't think I need any more of that.
Okay, fine.
Passengers, please put back your seats and tray tables and prepare for landing.
Look, just past the window you can see Manhattan.
Greatest city in the world.
Ha!
What?
You hadn't struck me as a Hamilton fan.
Oh, it's not. I'm not. I wasn't referencing anything. I was just making a statement.
Your secret's safe with me, Mr. Burr. Sir.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing, thank you.
Excuse me.
Whoa. Eager to get home? Looks like standing in the aisle isn't gonna make the line move any faster.
Yeah, I'm ready to be done with this experience.
See you never, asshole. Hey, wait. This isn't my bag. You've got to be kidding me.
Hi, this is Sasha. I can't come to the phone right now, but please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Hey, Sasha, it's Claire. I just landed, flight was fine, but the jerk face I was sitting next to took my bag instead of his, so now I gotta figure out how to track him down. Clearly, I'm doomed to a life of chaos no matter how hard I try. I must have man repellent flowing through my veins. Whatever, I'll hop on the shuttle and I'll get to the subway and I should be at your place in like an hour or so.
Claire M., background, born in Nayak, New York, the youngest of 3 children. Her older siblings are an IP lawyer and an anesthesiologist. Both siblings are cohabitating with their algorithmically selected partners. One is married, the other engaged. Claire's parents are college-educated and still married. Claire performed decently in a highly ranked public school system. Teachers described her as funny and charming, though she had multiple citations for talking during class. She particularly excelled in her art classes, publishing an online portfolio of mixed media sculptures that her teacher described as moving and lively, while her mother described it as Claire stuff.
Excuse me, sorry, thanks.
Claire's artistic flair came in handy at her most recent job, a graphic design position at a well-respected advertising firm in Chicago. Her file, under her past relationship tab, indicates sexual engagement with the supervisor over a several-month-long period.
Please exit through the rear door.
Claire's departure from the firm aligns with the conclusion of her romantic relationship with said supervisor. This also coincided with an uptake in Claire's expenditures on alcohol and late-night food deliveries, as well as an increase in hours spent on social media. She also increased her hourly refreshes of her Soulmate Database by 42%.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Next stop, 30th Avenue.
The experts behind Soulmate Database have taken every consideration to find the appropriate match for every American. Even still, there are those like Claire who try to improve their files artificially in the hopes that they will be paired with a better match. Of course, the algorithm has accounted for this. Every individual in the system will be matched with another person whose file best complements their own. While each match may not seem initially logical, each match is backed with years of research and data.
God, how am I ever gonna get this bag back from that guy? Oh, maybe he has his contact info somewhere inside. Or like an address or something. Wait, is this all packing cubes? Gross.
The algorithm takes a holistic approach to finding a soulmate.
Shirts, underwear, sneakers, blazer.
Not only are the soulmates paired in terms of their objective compatibility, features like shared values, education level, political affiliations, and even shared hobbies or favorite foods.
Toiletries and organic deodorant man, of course. He probably smells like swamp.
But other factors are also included in the matchmaking process, such as what each individual's growth areas appear to be and how their prospective partner might be able to aid in that learning process.
Oh, look at this little soft toy. Mr. Doggy, you're looking a little worse for wear, but I bet you had a lot of good cuddles in your day. Oh, your bow tie is very distinguished. Who knew assholes could be so sentimental?
The nuances and minutiae of the algorithm are protected, of course, to preserve the privacy of all users and the sanctity of the program.
Ooh, jewelry? An engagement ring? Whoa, this is stunning. What could a soon-to-be fiancé be so grumpy about? I guess the algorithm really does find a match for everybody. She must be awful.
In truth, the algorithm is so complex that no single individual holds all of its secrets. It builds a web of connection just as complex as the webs that humans built for millennia before its invention, but with a significantly simpler and more successful outcome.
All right, at Court Street.
Okay, I'm almost there, Sash. Ooh, Soulmate Database. What have you got for me today? Claire M.
Congratulations! Soulmate Database has successfully paired you with your soulmate. Please click here to see the file for Bennett C.
From Vogue, The Run-Through, a new weekly podcast featuring the most riveting news in fashion and culture, with Vogue's take on the big stories.
Fashion in relation to sports, culture, and politics. From the red carpets and runways to political and cultural events.
Bringing you undertold stories from around the globe.
With voices rarely accessible and uncommonly authentic.
On this season of The Run-Through, Serena Williams, Michaela Cole, Mathieu Blasé, and more.
The Run-Through with Vogue.
I'm Chloe Mal.
I'm Cho Minardi.
Available now wherever you get your podcasts.